All right, we're jumping back into Hogwarts Legacy. This is episode 17. Yesterday we unlocked quite a few new missions.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Okay. Let's go ahead and collect what we can collect. I think we identified all our items.
And I have something to identify.
Sorry about that echo there. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so we got Control 3, and I think we're fully upgraded on that. We're missing a Fooper feather and unicorn hair for this. What was that, the cloak? Yeah. Fooper feather, unicorn hair. I do believe that we have some Foopers in here. Let's see. Yes, we do. Okay, so the species limit is reached in here. So let's at least get this Fooper feather. Okay, so oh. Yeah, having this feeding trough really makes a difference. Don't have to feed them. Come back here. I think that's every... Oh, we got one more Kneasel right here. All right, let's go to one of our other bestiaries. I think it's that one up there, right? Okay, so we got our Phoenix and we got our unicorns. And I guess we'll put our Duracalls in there as well. Why isn't he ready? There we go. Right, they haven't had time to feed yet, so we'll go ahead and feed these guys. Oh shoot, wrong button. Okay, so now we can go up, upgrade that one last article of clothing. All right, we're doing pretty good. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and choose a quest. Okay, so I need 4,000, I believe, for the upgrade on that one. So that's pretty far away, and it's just an appearance. I think we were gonna do. I think we were gonna go meet Poppy. So let's go do that. All right, world map.
Revelio.
Yeah, I think we already did that one, right? Okay, so that's Jackdaw's tomb. Definitely already done that. I would have thought that it would have disappeared, but I guess not.
I can do this. I can do this.
There's
they will
Poppy.
want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Yeah, they probably
I'm
won't
not
like
sure
it.
about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing, so it's almost unnerving.
Centaurs are known for
suppose
being
they are
wise, I
known
guess.
for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Okay, isn't Moonstone coming?
all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
Okay.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
All right, I think that's it for now. Actually, oops, wrong button. We could meet Sebastian or speak with Natty. Let's go ahead and speak with Natty. We've been doing quite a few of the Sebastian ones recently. So she should be just outside of Hogsmeade, I believe. I was reading that map correctly. Oh, there's also... looks like...
You're back! Nice to see you again.
Oh, this... I think this is just buy that upgrade. Oh, I have 4,000. Let's go ahead and do it then.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
All right, that's one more thing out of the way. Let's go ahead and find Natty.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Oh, that's pointing me to Imelda. So... I was thinking it was taking me a little bit too far away. Okay, we'll just wait for
Are
Natty.
you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Okay.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
All right, let's go talk to these people. Looks like at least a few of them are in Hogsmeade, so... Kitty. Streets are kind of full today. Actually, how long have these decorations been up here? Either I haven't noticed them or they just came about. Not sure.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why would Harlow take your husband and not
Why
you?
wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
All right, Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. Oh wait, she already read that to us, so... Anyway, best to keep this between us if you...
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
So let's
Thank you.
move on to the next one.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Where's the entrance to the storefront? Wait.
Please tell
There
me
he
you didn't
is.
take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
All right, let's
Could
get
you
some
give me a bit
background
more detail
information.
about the note. That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Okay, how are you hiding the
What have you
extortion?
been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
All right.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of
Okay.
Mr. Bickle's friends.
Luckily, they're all in Hogsmeade. That makes it quite easy. There he is over there.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Okay. You should have.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
All right after I do this lock.
Revelio.
All right, let's go find Natty.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Right, hopefully nothing has happened to her, although I wouldn't put it past.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Stuck.
Revelio.
I mean, there's a page around here somewhere. There it is. Hogshead Docks. These docks outside the Hogshead Inn offer a pleasant place to sit and relax, if one can do so whilst only a stone's throw away from whatever nefarious goings on may be occurring in the notoriously shady inn. Okay, so I gotta look for something around here. Oh, Natty's wand.
She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
You're saying that it's looking pixelated when I'm moving. Oh, it does. Yeah, I changed some settings. Maybe that's it. See if I can change them back real quick. Nope, that didn't work. So either I could restart the stream and change things back up, or I could just deal with it today. Maybe I'll finish this this mission and then figure it out.
The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Yeah, I was trying to use this other new plugin to multi-stream at 2 different bit rates, one to YouTube and one to Twitch. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't end up using it, but I did change some things.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's always a pleasant surprise when, well, it's not gonna work.
Revelio.
Nothing else up here. Let's work our way down.
Just keep an eye out.
I've never seen such a look of fear in your eyes. I should think I've had enough of Fellcroft.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few galleons in it for me.
Oh, no, no,
Come to
no.
think of it, months ago I had a brunch. Nice it was. I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
Come on.
I wouldn't go back to Pit upon Ford if they was giving out galleons.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in this.
When we're done here,
Suppose it's worth a look.
I may go to Hogsmeade later. There are some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running things.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Bagan Tig a visit.
I've used the dark arts several times. Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so. How did I get mixed?
Patrol. Waste of my
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit. Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this is.
Oh. Got it at the last second.
Hey,
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, I did do a little test run and it seemed to be working okay, but...
Revelio.
Like, there's a bunch of stuff.
Revelio.
Okay, I wonder... This is the way to get up to those. There's at least that.
Revelio.
I don't know how to get up there. Oh, just the stairs.
Revelio.
My darling Otto, I've read your last letter over and over and is certain to read it again. Or sorry, I am certain. Each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love. And I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed, and now I'm off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Optional, find Agabus Filbert's Book of Poems. Okay. Most likely I'll find that.
Revelio.
Some more stuff over here. You're as dear to me as an augury whose voice foretells the coming rain. You're as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. Dulcibella Filbert.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Well, if you weren't so forgetful, we'd probably have more, wouldn't we? You never had too many
Okay, so that's a Wiggenweld.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Revelio.
Okay, so I think that's everything in the main room except for a couple of Wiggenwelds.
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
I take what I want.
The more graves I fill, the more galleons.
Oh, darn it.
Expulso! Stop that at once! Incendio!
Oh,
Expulso! Incendio! Expulso!
Too slow.
Expulso!
Defender.
Potato!
Not going well for you.
Incendio! Expulso! Flash of inspiration! Look what you've done! Expulso! Rolling away, are ya?
oh, and I was doing so good.
Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
Well, there you are. Hold on, Natty, while I collect all this stuff.
Aloha Mora.
Isco Rabe's wand. Okay, that's good. I think we need to give that to him. Let's get Natty out first, though. Oh, I guess we have to speak with Isco first.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Okay, find a way out. Assuming we just got to go back out. Might just do one little sweep around just in case I missed anything. Actually, I can pick up this one wig and weld. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything, so I'm not gonna be too worried. Ooh, what's going on in there?
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Okay, I might just stop it there for a few minutes, see if I can get the settings back that I changed. And continue the stream in like 10 minutes or something, 5-10 minutes. All right, see you in a little bit.